Okay, welcome to PE and Everything, talking about blood and cells. So here we have a patient who's come in to get their blood taken, normally taken out of the body with a syringe. Okay, so if you put it into one of these test tubes, the complete level would be, as we know it, 100%. So let's level off the separated factors of this blood. So the first one, the majority, plasma, about 55%. Platelets, about 2%. White blood cells, about 2%. And doing the math, red blood cells, about 41%. Platelets, plasma, white blood cells, and red blood cells. Moving on. So let's separate this board into 4 sections. Okay, so we have red blood cells, platelets, plasma, and white blood cells. These are the 4. Firstly, red blood cells. Just drawing you a quick illustration what they look like from the side and top view. Now going into it a bit more. So we should already know that they carry oxygen, the red blood cells do, and then these are transported around the body. Okay? So when you're exercising, they release energy. Okay? And this is sent to the work. Come on, matey. This is sent to the working muscle. Obviously, once it's got oxygen, it provides the energy. It then also releases or removes, as you want to say, the carbon dioxide and sends that to the lungs. Also, a big word here, hemoglobin. Okay, it is a protein that stores oxygen and carbon dioxide. Platelets, illustration, they're scattered, okay? Scattered. So platelets help blood to clot. So the platelets are alerted when there is a cut, and they will clot the cut to prevent any infections or the loss of blood. Also, it stops bacteria from entering our bodies. Okie dokie, moving on to plasma. This is the majority of our blood, which is a yellow liquid. Okay, and plasma. So it carries everything around the bloodstream. This includes stuff like the blood cells, digested food, for example, like glucose, and also carbon dioxide as we know it to be waste products. Okay, so everything around the blood. White blood cells. Okay, this is a quick illustration. Okie dokie. So white blood cells. The main purpose of white blood cells, as we know, is to fight against diseases like viruses, infections, bacteria, and any foreign invader. And it engulfs it and then destroys it. This process is called phagocytosis. But the main thing is it allows us to keep performing. So as we go into our GCSE style question, now this is a 3-mark GCSE style question. Now how I like to tell my students to structure a 3-mark question. Firstly, you're going to want to define it, answer the question, and link it to sport or physical activity. So here's an example of a question you might get linked to what we've just been talking about. So why are platelets important in combat sports like boxing? I'll tell you why. Okay, so first we've got to define it. Platelets, we have already covered this. Platelets clot the bleeding. And as a boxer is prone to getting cuts, the platelets will be there to clot the bleeding. So that is the answer of the question, why is important. Now we're linking it to sport, so that this will allow the boxer to continue performing. Okay, let's break this down. Defined it, platelets clot the blood, answered the question that boxers get cut, and this is why platelets are important. And as we link it further to sport, it allows the boxer to continue performing.